Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA.
Many thanks for remaining with us. It's still Good Morning Nigeria, live on the network service of the NTA. Second conversation is on the Nigeria Police Day 2025, and the Nigeria Police is actually hosting the maiden edition of the National Police Day today at the Eagle Square, Abuja.
Yeah, it is a day to honor the resilience, sacrifice and dedication of our surviving police officers and fallen heroes. It will also celebrate those who stand in the line of duty to protect and serve.
The activities to mark the National Police Day today started with clean up exercise, where we saw the policemen with brooms and not guns. It was interesting to see. And of course, we saw the community service, that aligns with this year's theme, which is Say No to Crime, which emphasized collective efforts in addressing issues, and of course, looking at ways to ensure effective operations of the police in fighting crime and criminality.
Well, and to discuss this issue, we have seated already in the studio for the conversation National Police Day is AIG Wilson Inalegu, retired. AIG, you're welcome.
Yeah, good morning. It's a pleasure for me to be here.
We can't see your own broom. Where's your broom?
I already told her that.
I mean, we can ask our cleaners to go on a break, for 2 days and get the police come do it for us.
Yes,
oh yeah, I'm police very willing because all they do is getting integrated with the community.
Yeah.
And if that is one way,
tell us about this National Police Day. Can you just tell us what it is all about?
I think it's about bringing to the mainstream police activities and what the public, how the police can engage the public very meaningfully, and then talking about police transformation, which is one of the cardinal programs of this present administration. That is getting a police force that is professional and accountable, and then paying tributes, like you observe, you stated in your opening remarks, about recognizing the sacrifices of police officers, the courage they exhibit in dealing with the issues of crime. And you see the two police forces, the Southern Protectorate and Northern Protectorate, came together in April 1930. I think this is April 1930.
Okay.
When the Southern and Northern Police Protectorate came together to form the Nigeria Police Force. I think this is the first time we're having a National Police Day. And I think it's a very important milestone in the development of the Nigeria Police Force, because these are officers, these are men and women who put their life in the line of duty, of death, and just to pay that supreme sacrifice. That is not the aim. But if in doing that, they can protect you and I, it's not too much to recognize that day. So setting this, April 7th, as a National Police Day, I think is a big honor to the Nigeria Police Force. And it will boost the morale of officers, because, say, somebody out there recognizes what we do. And I think this is long overdue, because every day you have officers on patrol, officers in their police stations being attacked and killed, and nothing seems to, it's like people don't care. But now, Nigerians, the attention is being drawn to this, that look, you have a police force that, serves you, a police force that requires support and trust, a police force that can manage crime when you become like a volunteer. So I think this aim is to raise volunteers for the Nigeria Police Force, so that you and I can be the ears, the eyes and ears of the police. Because the police cannot be everywhere. And that is why you
said something about trust now, because last week when we had a discussion on the Uromi incident, the issue of trust was actually, emphasized on. How can Nigerian Police Force improve its relationship, especially with the public, particularly in terms of trust?
Yeah, in terms of trust, in terms of accountability, that builds trust in the mind of the public. And in terms of performance, if I make a report to you, if you are investigating a matter, how do you handle it? Can you bring a case to successful conclusion? And then I am satisfied that, look, you are not taking sides and you exhibit that level of professionalism. And I think it's about the transformation that the president is talking about, upgrading equipment, upgrading training, that you can have those men in uniform come to deal with the issues of crime in the way that you don't have to engage in self-help by, engaging in lynching and all the rest of it. That, look, if I bring this. And I think it's about respect for human rights. That because I do not have money, because I do not have I'm not a big person, my rights will not be respected.
Okay.
So building trust is about the way you perform your work, the way you appear impartial in conducting your business, and then the kind of training that you get, the kind of equipment that you use. Of course, technology is a force multiplier. And I think when I come to make a report to you, and you're able to deal with it in the most professional manner, or I make a call to you, and within 3 minutes you get, these guys are doing very well now. Several ways you can build trust.
Many thanks, AIG retired. But you see, listening to you, your first comments talking about the Nigerian Police Day, you were talking about the fact that it will boost the morale of the Nigerian police force. And I'm asking, is it about a day, to celebrate the Nigerian police that would actually boost the morale of the police? Is it not funding? Is it not welfare? Is it not better package in terms of, knowing that if you fall today as a Nigerian policeman, your family will be well taken care of by the Nigerian state and all of that? Isn't that what would actually make the Nigerian police force function optimally?
Those are the thematic areas of the National Police Day. And these things occur all the time. But we are saying that mainstreaming, calling attention. Because what you have, everybody now, you watch television, I'm sure there will be live programs, and then you have the police. You have them make different displays. So, and your attention is being brought to it. It's not that this day, on a daily basis, officers engage the public. On a daily basis, officers conduct patrols. Officers interact with the public. Officers engage with the public. But on this special day, they say, look, let us draw attention to it. And so, on this day, our fallen heroes, those, like I say, who put their life. Now, you are saying that they are worth remembering. They are worth setting aside a day to celebrate them. It can't be a better way. And we are not, that does not degrade or whatever. Of course, the facilities are not there. And I think that is why in approving this day, the president talked about transforming as part of his cardinal programs and upgrading equipment. And we want to see that. We want to see officers having equipment. Right now in the Nigerian police force, it's not equipped. They can't do anything. We are not talking of real equipment. We're talking of even logistics. What vehicles do they have? In a police station, you have about 200 officers. What do you have? 2 vehicles, if you are lucky. In some police divisions, they do not have. And they cannot respond.
That's my question.
But drawing this attention.
That's my question, actually.
Yes.
This day would just be a day for a pomp and celebration, just a parade and all the show, and maybe nothing really goes into some of these areas, like you've mentioned, that will boost the morale. I'll quickly liken this, for example, to women. We have so many Women's Day, but yet it doesn't stop Ademola from harassing me on this show. And we keep talking about the issues, but it still persists. Do you understand? So,
what persists? Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
The issues that we keep talking about when we, for example, it's just an example, all right? When we talk about women and all the issues and everything. But, all of those challenges remain with us. So I'm saying that, is this a better way to push the narrative? Is this a better way to change the narrative of the Nigeria Police Force, really? Or is it just going to be, just celebration, and then maybe for some people to probably make the corruption that they say is in the Nigeria Police Force eat deeper?
Yeah, I think this day, first of all, for not being accused of repetition, what I want you to understand is, setting this date I think it's like an honor, a respect,
Okay.
a recognition.
Okay.
But it also afford the Nigeria Police Force a kind of feedback. I think what you are saying is a feedback to the government.
Exactly.
That look, you have set aside this day, and you are talking of enhancing training, upgrading equipment,
improving
and
the welfare.
You now hold the government. You want to hold the police accountable to their performance. You also hold the government accountable to their pledge that we want to transform the Nigeria Police Force to be a modern professional police force.
But how does this day address the issue of corruption in the Nigeria Police Force?
How does it address the issue of corruption?
Yes,
Yeah.
which...
You see, like I said, that it gives us an opportunity for a feedback. And the corruption, the Nigeria Police Force is one organization. First of all, you see them all wherever you go. There are checkpoints, they are on patrols, there are business centers and all of the rest. And so it's easier for the public to see them. And then some of the feedback they get, so look, we are not satisfied. But I think the Nigeria Police Force is one organization that engage in self-retrospection, self-examination, and they are always dealing with the issues of their erring officers. If you're fund engaged, I am not saying it doesn't exist. Of course, there are officers who are not living to standard, and there is opportunity to deal with them. But the issue of corruption must be tackled in Nigeria. If you talk, the issue of corruption must not be tolerated, but the issue of pen and corruption, that with my pen I can write billions.
Anyway, IG,
So I'm not saying that, I'm not absolving the Nigeria Police Force of corruption, but the issue of corruption is what all Nigerians must rise up.
now
to deal with.
you talked about feedback, getting feedback from the public. So what exactly have you lined up today? Are you engaging the public today? How are you engaging the public to get the feedback that you said you need from the public?
Now, the police day, the National Police started with activities on the 2nd of April, and it's climaxing, today.
Today.
And now you have various police commands, like I think Bauchi Police Command talked about community engagement for crime prevention, intelligence sharing, and I think Sokoto is talking about medical outreach, how to get to the public, to a kind of support. So what is happening today is just the climax. So the various teams, I think various police command, the 36 plus the FCT commands are having various teams in terms of strengthening police-community relations, in terms of cross-border issues, in terms of recognition of police sacrifices and all that. So all this is meant to do. And now the professionalism, what is going to be showcased at the Eagle Square? You look at the various police performances, you look at some of the few equipment they have on display, and all this is to instill confidence on the mind of the public that they have a police force.
I want to find out, what's your thoughts on the state police issue?
Unfortunately, my thought may not align with yours.
No, it doesn't matter. Your thought,
first of
your
all,
view.
There is nothing wrong
Okay.
in bringing police service closer to the public. But in terms of state police, there's nothing wrong with it. But today, let us not go there yet.
Why?
One, the parent body, the Nigeria police that we have we done enough to support it? If you have a sick mother give birth to a child, chances are that the child may not be very healthy. And here is a police force that do not have equipment, poorly remunerated, the welfare in terms of residential and office accommodation. Even today, many police forces, police commands do not have command headquarters. The FCT police command, for that matter, they are living in a residential building bequeathed to them by the CBN or FCDA. It's not. So when you are having a police, you have not really set up a standard. Because if you are going to roll out to the states and local government, you should have a police force. That look, now we have a police force that is truly very, very professional. And now we can think of, okay, let's begin to think of community policing. And what people don't want to hear is, we are a country that is managing our unity in diversity. And you have a situation whereby a lot of, unfortunately, political leaders do not understand their responsibility. If they do, it's easy to say, okay, let's have state police. The issues that led to fusing the local government and provincial police forces to become the Nigerian police force, those issues have even multiplied. The misuse of the police. And we are not saying the federal police cannot be misused, but you have a situation that people can express their opinion.
All right.
But if you go to the state, you need to go and, if you're in Abuja here, you are enjoying. But if you go to the states and you see the activities of some state executives, it's difficult.
You talk about professionalism of the police. How do you enhance the professionalism?
Professionalism, first of all, accountability. If the police is organized in such a way that it is accountable, proper training is given, equipment is given, you have a professional police force. Now, let's talk about forensic. When you develop the forensics of the Nigerian police force, it makes them professional. They should be able to go to this place, process the scene of crime, and be able to have an idea to get clues that will aid them in dealing with the issues of crime. So training is part of it. And when you have a trained police force, well-equipped police force, it's easy to talk about professionalism.
All right, many thanks, AIG retired. We need to go, but on the state police, I think I liked your analogy of a sick mother may not necessarily give birth to a healthy child. Very, fine comment there. But as we round off the conversation, we're out of time. Quickly give us the significance of this day to the average Nigerian policeman, and as a retired policeman, where would you like to see the Nigerian police, say in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years?
No, first of all, I want to see a police force that is truly professional, impartial, that officers can hold their head. Officers can conduct investigation without being afraid of any person. That is, if a minister of government is involved and the matter is being investigated, you investigate impartially and professionally without looking to the left or looking to the right. I'm looking for a Nigerian police force that I see them on the street, properly dressed, good vehicles, neat, and then having the trust, the support, and confidence on the public. A police force that is able to mobilize the entire citizenry to support them. A police force that will be able to deal with the issues of insurrection without much support from the military.
And that's where we can truly say police is your friend.
Of course, the police is...
The police is always your friend.
The police, if the police is not your friend, they are conducting medical outreaches,
they are carrying brooms and sweeping the streets.
And it's all about encouraging civic responsibility. It's all about bringing you and I to say, look, we are in the same team. We wear the uniform, but you are part of the volunteers that will deal with it, that will make Nigeria to be crime-free.
Thank you very
Fantastic.
much.
Many thanks. Yeah. By the way, you look very good and set for this day.
So
I'm sure Ademola will join you.
To the Nigeria Police Force, even retired officers, you have to congratulate us for this.
Okay.
Of course.
We are very happy. Thank you.
You very much. Yeah, I did Wilson in Alego, retired. It was a pleasure to have you, and of course, we wish you the very best. And every other Nigerian police man out there, those 7, those retired, and of course the families of fallen heroes. We wish them a very successful celebration, and we hope that Nigeria Police would actually be a better force. So that's Good Morning Nigeria this Monday. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure doing this with Demola. Did you enjoy yourself?
Thank you. I did.
All right. I'm Ian Ray John.
And I'm Ademola. Thank you for watching. Join us tomorrow again for another interesting episode. Have a lovely day.